Good evening and welcome to Talk It Up, Talk It. I don't even know what we're called now. It's been one of those days. I've been in meetings and whatever since 9 o'clock this morning. So it is Talk Oils with, I don't know, it's Tuesday. Talk It Up, I have no idea. Anyway, if you're watching, welcome, and I'm glad to have you here. And I have got the talk organised. It was just, I've changed my day and I'm thrown out and the weekend, and it's just one of those weeks. So all good. So welcome if you are here. You're watching through the page. So if you do comment, I should see who it is. And if you've got any questions, please pop it into the comments and I will address them. Now, hopefully there's not a little lag because I've actually got my other screen going just in case this one from the meetings today runs out of power because I can't reach a PowerPoint at the moment, so it's not on the charge. But that's okay. I've got a backup if we do run out on this particular one. Anyway, it's Tuesday Oil Talks with Tia, the oil lady. There you go. Got it. Cleared it. Didn't even have to find it. I remembered the direction that it goes in. So I thought that today, actually, I'm going to have to shut that one off because I can hear it. And so that's sort of bothering me. Okay. So I can still hear it. Not going to work. Okay. I thought today that I would talk about oils for the workplace and also then talk about some a great kit that's on special at the moment and how you can get that kit and how it's a tax deduction and how it is pretty cool for the workplace. Not just the workplace though. This particular kit is pretty phenomenal for home as well, so which is good. Oh no, look, I'm not even going to try that one because if I do that, I'll just confuse myself. So I will bring it up on here and I'll tell you about it. Is the go. Righto. So wellness in the workplace. Let's start with that one. So we do class packs now with each class that I run, and today's class pack has got quite a bit of information in it, starting with our wellness workplace plan. So we will start with that one. We're going to go through that. This week I am going to add just the one about essential oils and the brain, mainly because it's such a great resource that to give you ideas for whatever's going on. So that one is, I'm going to include that one in today's class pack, as well as a roller bottle, all the information. And with the roller bottle, this time there will be, where are my little bottles? There will be a little bottle with the oil blend of your choice. So we are going to discuss 5 oil blends today. Might mention a couple of other ones, and pretty much if you buy the class pack today for the $20, you'll get 1 to 2 mils of your oil of your choice, along with all the information and the roller bottle, and sent to you. So if you want that one, the details are in the little blurb above today's video. Okay, so oils in the workplace. Okay, benefits of diffusing oils in the workplace. Okay, they naturally provide air purification. And I don't know about you, I do not like artificial air fresheners, and I get that some places smell and that some places need to be purified or whatever, but I don't think that artificial smell does it as well as some of the options that we have. So I get, big shopping centres, things like that, whatever. They, that's a whole different story. I'm talking more your workplace. So the place that area that you work in where you have a little bit of control. If we're talking low tox, that's sort of one of the subjects where I often mention, things like the shopping centre and your office or your home, because we don't have control over everything, but we can reduce toxins in smaller areas. So we can choose what we breathe in our home, what we clean our furniture with at work, because that's what we absorb. Okay, we probably can't control what they wash the shopping centre with. And ultimately, as long as the shopping centre is clean, then I'm good with that. I don't have a huge issue with that one. Saying that, I don't hang out in shopping centres all day, every day either. So my access to all the chemicals that are used to clean and make the place smell inviting and all those things, my access to that is limited. But in my workplace, in my home, because I work from home, so in my office space, in my home, in your office space, you have a little bit more control over what you use. So first thing in my house, well, actually, we've never had one, I'll be honest. We have never owned a Glade or one of those plug-in air fresheners. They're disgusting. I don't like them. They smell and they are really artificial. And price-wise, even the ones that so-called have aromatherapy in them, I'm still not 100% certain that they are a good quality, that they're pure, or that there's not some horrible, nasty chemicals in it. So that's what I try to avoid in a workplace. So diffusing oils in a workplace is great if you can, okay, because they naturally provide air purification. They destroy odors and mold in the air. They increase atmospheric oxygen. They are naturally antimicrobial, antibacterial, and antiviral. They increase ozone and negative ions in the area, which inhibits bacterial growth, and they can affect your mood, perceived stress, and your energy levels. And all those reasons are the reasons I love it. But the kit that I'm going to talk about today is this one, is the emotional wellness kit. And pretty much for that very last line there, can affect mood, stress, perceived stress, and energy levels. This kit is phenomenal. So we'll get to that one in a moment. When we are choosing essential oils, it is important that we do look at the quality of them. So I've been an aromatherapist for about just over 25 years now, and quality is the one that it comes down to every time. If you want to get the results that you've read about or heard about, if you want to do the right thing by, what you're breathing in, by your body, by the people around you, if you need to use good stuff. We've like Mum and I have experienced not so good stuff, and the not so good stuff is the stuff that usually gives us headaches, or we just don't feel as good as when we use the pure essential oils. And I think it's to do with just that chemical composition, because oils are natural. They come from plants, and if they're treated respectfully, and they're grown, and they're harvested, and we get the oil from them, if we do that in the right manner, then we don't need to add synthetics to the oil to get the results we want. I remember years and years ago on a big training course about the chemistry of essential oils, they were explaining to us how when they test the oils, right, each individual oil has hundreds of different chemicals in it. And when they test them, they can actually get like a little graph thing that gives them an idea of how much sesquiterpene is in it, or how much linalool, or how much whatever. That's what they can test. Those chemicals are then what cause or what make up the smell and the composition of the oil. So if an oil, and this is straight off the top of my head, so it's just an example. If an oil usually smells like this, okay, and its linalool level is up here, and this batch, the linalool is down here, well, that oil is going to smell slightly different. So they can synthesize it and top it up so that there's this much linalool in it so that they can go, yep, here it is. It is aromatherapy grade. It's got it in it. So that's it, it's not the same. It literally is not the same. So that's why when you purchase them, you want to know that you're getting them from somewhere that is committed to not adding oil synthetics or adulterating the oils to get it, to make it the oil you want. You want to buy your oils from someone committed to only harvesting the best, and that's what I like about doTERRA oils. I found them all the time to be just brilliant quality. I also love the fact that on the bottom of each bottle, and grab a bottle so I can show you, on the bottom of each bottle there is a code and a number, a batch number. Now there is an independent website called source2you.com, and if you go in there and type that number in, they'll actually tell you all about what's in this bottle and where it came from and everything, all the testing that they did on it. So I know when I use my oils, I know that I'm getting the quality that I want. And saying that, it just means that the people around me or the people that come into my workspace aren't going to have those reactions, those negative reactions. They're going to enjoy them as much as I do. Saying that, if I know my mum's coming to visit, I don't use jasmine. I don't use it a lot anyway, but if I know my mum's coming to visit, I don't use it. And I don't use clary sage, and there's another one off the top of my head. I will think of it. But I don't use those because my mum has low blood pressure, and the last thing I need her to do at my house is for that to bottom out a bit because she's used an oil that lowers blood pressure. So when my mum's coming to visit, it makes great sense to use oils like rosemary or peppermint, oils that, lift and raise things like that. So for mum, I use that one. Now, if someone's got high blood pressure, then you probably wouldn't be using rosemary all the time. If you're using it because you're studying and it's helping your memory and things, that's great. But if you've got somebody in your space that does have things like high blood pressure, well, then find an alternative, because there are sort of a dozen oils that are really good to help with the brain function and memory, and when you're studying, that won't lower blood pressure, so won't raise blood pressure. So there's always a couple of things to look at. I really do think, don't stress over it too much. But if you're going to get some oils, just have a quick read of them. If you open up any of the books like this one or the Essential Life one, it always warns you and gives you an idea. So, if you've found a study blend or a workplace blend that you like the sound of, just check it out first and just make sure that it is okay for everybody to use. Okay, what have we got on this sheet? Okay, this one, there's a little bit here about how oils affect our mood. And when essential oils are diffused into the air, the aromatic molecules are inhaled. They interact with the body's olfactory nerves, which are the ones at the back of our nose, up towards the brain there. And the limbic system. And the limbic system is directly connected to the parts of the brain that control heart rate, blood pressure, breathing, memory, stress, and other emotions. So there you go. There's a lot of really good reasons to use your essential oils in your workplace. So some of the reasons, and why I love this kit, is that they can help with moods. And the wellness kit has these 4 oils in it plus one extra one. And I'm going to show you this kit because this kit is currently 20% off. 20% off the wholesale price. So it does mean opening your own wholesale account, but this kit is normally, where are we? This kit is normally, I'll just bring that picture up so I can see it. Where are you? Okay, this kit is normally $226 and it's 20% off that at the moment. So it is a really good value kit. And down the track, if you run out of some of your oils, what you'll find is because you've got your own wholesale account, you actually save 25% on any future purchases. So, use all the oils, run out, 6 months' time, go, oh, I'm really low on all of those, then put an order in, grab some oils. There are other options, of course. Faye's online with us tonight, and Faye and I both do an order every month. And that's because we like to get the free product that comes with doing an order every month. So there are different options. But thinking workplace, definitely it is a brilliant purchase to have in your workplace, and then also to know that you're going to get wholesale prices every time. You get an invoice that gets delivered direct to you. So as a work expense, it is brilliant. Now, this particular kit comes with the diffuser. So this is the pedal diffuser, not the purple one that I usually have. This is the new one. So this one actually has a little bit longer timing on it, which is great. So literally you can put it on when you get to work or when you get into your office and you're starting your day. You can pop your oils in dependent on your mood. Okay, now if you know that this morning is going to be super stressful, and this afternoon I'm going to be a little bit worn out and I'm going to need to be a bit, more bright or cheerful, well then, you've got an option to put it on for 2 to 6 hours. So you can put it on, and I would use things like the Adaptive. Okay, that is the beautiful calming blend. I would put that one on maybe in the morning just to sort of keep things nice and diffused. But in the afternoon, knowing that the drama's over or whatever, in the afternoon I'd probably go more sort of the Citrus Bliss, which is a great one just to invigorate and, make the energy in the room smell fresh and feel fresher and smells great. So that is one way of doing it. Another way is just to use like your oils, like your Balance. You can pop that one in every day. You've got your Balance, your Adaptive. Currently, it still has Elevation in it, which is the Joyful blend. This is the blend I actually use in my treatment room because I like the feel that it gives my treatment room. Then, yeah, depending, like I said, what you're doing. If you're using them at home, sometimes I'd use them the other way around. I'd use like the Balance or the Citrus Bliss in the morning as that uplift, that sort of let's get the day going. And then later in the evening, then you've got like your calming blend, or you've got your Lavender Peace, which is your sleeping one, the one that's a real calming one. And if you've got kids that are anxious about things, or workmates, or you've got an anxious type day coming up, then mix them a little bit, have a play with them, put your Balance and your Lavender Peace in together. That's a really nice one. Now, because they are already blends, I wouldn't be going, well, there's 5 oils, I'll use 5. Don't put that many in, because each blend already has 4 or 5 or 6 different essential oils in it. So I like blending the blends as such. Like I like my Balance blend with a little bit of citrus oil in it. So the Citrus Bliss is in the kit. So I'd put sort of into my diffuser 4 drops of Balance and 2 of the Citrus Bliss, because I find that one's really nice. If we're doing the anxiety one, then maybe, well, you've got your Adaptive, you can use that one, or you can use like a combination of Balance and Lavender Peace together. They work really well. maybe 3 drops of each, or 4 balanced, 2 lavender piece, and stick to just sort of the 2. All up, we're putting 6 drops of oil in our diffuser. Okay, now your diffuser there is a line. I lie, there is no line. There is a line inside, so you know how much water to put in. Okay, we put the water up to there, then add just your 6 drops into it, put the lid on and press the buttons. Now, one of it will give it a white light and the other one will give you, if you can see it there, will give you those time limits. So 2, 6 or 12 hour are your options that you can run it for. Now, once you've put your water and your oil in, then just pop the lid back on and then press your buttons so that the water, because otherwise it bubbles a little bit. So it's a good one. It does just sit on. It doesn't lock in as such. Yeah, no, it doesn't lock in. So it's, you know, in a workplace, we're not expecting people to knock it over. You know, if you've got it somewhere where you've got dogs or little kids, then maybe have a think about just your placement of it. Saying that, absolute worst case scenario, it is a plastic, it should bounce. Won't guarantee that it will, but it should. But if you knock it over and the water comes out, see this little disc here, this little round bit, that's the sensor that if there's no water on that, it'll turn off. Okay, so if you do happen to knock it over and it just rolls and the water goes everywhere, you're going to have like a cup of water and it will turn off. So it is much safer. It's a good safer option that way. It does come with instructions. Always read your instructions. It's always a good idea. But nice little diffuser and those 5 oils. And like I said, those 5 oils are phenomenal. I love them. And as far as the workplace goes, you've got everything covered. You know, if somebody comes in and today's just not a good day, then, you know, put your balance in or give them a sniff of the Citrus Bliss. You can pop a drop on your hand and just breathe it in. If you're happy with your balance in your diffuser and you've got that going and then somebody's really struggling, then put a drop of the adaptive on the back of their neck and that will help them. A drop in their hand, breathe it in nice and strongly, will just sort of give them a little pickup. And yeah, absolutely brilliant kit. Like I said, it's 20% off wholesale prices at the moment, and that gives you a wholesale account as well as being part of our team. And then we make sure that you do know how to use it and what they're for, and we invite you along to class whenever you want to come and all those sort of fun things. Now, there's 5 oils in it. Again, you've got your restful blend. So this one is great for sleeping. It's great for calming. It's probably more a afternoon, evening one. Unless you're super hyper, then it's a good one to use in the morning. Citrus Bliss, this is your invigorating blend. Smells divine. I love it. I love that brightness of the citrus. Drop on your hand, like I said, just to really wake you up. I use the Citrus Bliss in my car. So if I'm feeling a bit tired or whatever, I use the Citrus Bliss. I just put a drop of it on the material, so on the carpet or the seat cover, and it smells unreal. I love it. I do use this one quite a bit though as well. So this is adaptive. This is the calming blend. This one's really good for the anxiety and for that type of issue. If you've got that one happening, it's just a really good feel good oil. I use that one in the diffuser at home quite a lot. I also use it in a roller, and I tend to have that one fairly handy, you know, for those days when it's just not a good day. It's a really nice blend just to make me feel more comfortable or calm. Okay, you've got your Joyful blend, another beautiful citrusy one, and I won't go into that one too much because I'm not sure how much longer we're going to have that one, which doesn't mean it's not a good oil. It means that there is something exciting in the wings, or there is something in that oil that we can't get anymore ethically. So it's Yeah. So it's in the kit because this kit arrived today. So it is in the kit still. And then you've got Balance, which is your grounding blend. So this is a really nice one. If you're sort of out there a bit, then pop a drop on the bottom of your feet, pop a drop on your hand, and just bring yourself back down again and put them in your diffuser, and if you're in a workplace where you've got, clients coming in and out and things like that, diffusing your oils also clears the air, clears the energy out. You can pop them in the diffuser and that will do that. You can also put them in a little spray bottle, and if you've had some pretty big energy in your space, then pop it into a spray bottle and spray your space after that person leaves, so that that space is then clear and ready for the next person. I think that's all I wanted to cover today. Yeah, that pretty much covers it. On the information sheets, I will pop in the info on the mood oils, the ones we just talked about, but I'll also put in the information on the emergency oils, because these are the top 10 oils, and this is another kit that I talk about a lot. These are the 10 oils in your Family Essentials kit, and your the other one. God, what a day. I've completely forgotten the name of the kit. Anyway, it's in your Family Essentials kit and your Home Essentials kit. That's the one. The 10 oils in there include today's two favourite oils, the oils that have been getting a bit of a workout in my house, and that is the On Guard and the Easy Air. And that's the world. We've been using those ones quite a lot in our house, just to help boost all our immune systems and make sure that we don't get any unwanted viruses in our house. They've visited once was enough. We don't want them back. So we're using On Guard and Easy Air with a little bit of oregano in it. That's in the diffuser in the main area at the moment. Now, the other one that I've popped in here, information sheet, is one on green cleaning. And there is some great recipes there for different, like for surface sprays and countertops and things like that. Now, I've popped that one in there because I've already mentioned about like the low tox living idea, as well as just using products that don't fight your body as much. Okay. Our lymphatic system can only cope with so much. And if we inundate it with toxins all day, every day, and I mean, I'm talking like your food, what you drink, what you shampoo with, what you moisturize with, what you clean your surfaces with, what you put into the air, as in, your little plug-ins and things like that, air fresheners, all of those things. There's a lot of toxins in there that your body then has to, work hard to get rid of. And when it's overwhelmed and it can't get rid of them, that's when our body sort of starts to crack up a bit and, throws mystery things at us, and we go, well, I don't know why I don't feel well. I don't know why. And quite often it's just because it's a little bit overloaded with everyday living. So the other side effect, if you want a more graphic visual one, is it stores it in the fat cells in your thighs. So if you've got the little lumpies there, one of the reasons could be that you've got a bit of a toxic overload happening and your body's just gone, you know what, I'm not dealing with that today. I'll store it for another day. And if it does that every day, then it never actually gets around to clearing it out. So if we can reduce our toxins and make some good choices in our homes and in our workplaces, it's not a bad thing to do. Anyway, I've talked enough for today. I'm going to go, and I shall be back next week. If you do have any questions, please send me a message, pop them in the messengers, whichever. And if you are interested in one of the kits are available all the time. If you go to theoilhut.com, you will find a whole pile of kits there that are available all the time. They are always 20%, 25% off, or they're always the wholesale price, and just for the rest of this month. And they won't extend that because they've already extended it from January to February. So today's the 15th. So you've still got about 13, 14, about 2 weeks that you can take advantage and get the kits at that extra 20% off. Now, when you do that, they do send you get this as well. You get a great product book which has heaps of information about the different oils in it and some ideas and things. So lots of product information in there. And you also get this little, a corporate thing that, if you decide that, what was that thing Tia was talking about where she says she gets a free oil every week? That information is in here. So that's where you will find that information. So, if you put it aside for 6 months like I did and then one day go, you know what, I really should read that because I do want to know a little bit more, then you've got that information there. But you've already got Kerry and Faye. We're all here to help you as well. Now, what's Faye saying? That's so true. I was never aware. I know, right? How many toxins do you have? That's it. I don't make my own deodorant. I haven't quite got that far. But I must say, during lockdown last year, I took advantage of the fact that I didn't actually have to leave my house and I stopped using commercial deodorants and I started using the doTERRA one. Now, I had tried the doTERRA one a couple of times before that and I wasn't 100% happy with it. But I then learned that if you're going to stop using commercial deodorants, you actually need to give your body a chance to detox. So a natural one is not going to work on day one. It's not going to work as effectively as what you expect on day one because you've got, and in my case, lots of years of build-up of your commercial ones. So I took advantage of the fact that I couldn't leave my house for a couple of months and limited left my house. And I started using the doTERRA one. And I've got to say, I'm not going back. I love the doTERRA deodorant now. So it did take a couple of weeks for me to get used to it and used to the feel and just it is a little bit different. Comes in a, I'm just looking for it. It's over there. Comes in like a, oh, I'll just grab it and show you what it comes in. Where is it? There it is. Okay, so it comes in a tube like that, and it just rolls up, and it's like a hard, a solid thing. Like I was using ones that had a roller on it, so they were quite liquid, and the roller moved. Where this one is more like a push-up, harder bar. So it does take a little bit of time. Definitely worth the change though. I'm super happy with that. This isn't, well, I was over there. This is another one that I changed to this one when they introduced it because I don't like mint toothpaste at the best of times. So I actually use On Guard toothpaste and love that one as well. So there are quite a few ways that we can reduce some of the toxins in our home and our workplace and just, in our general life. And like Faye, there goes my low battery. Lucky I'm about finished. Like Faye said, until you actually start to look around, you don't realize how many different chemicals you subject your body to each day. So if you have the opportunity to release or remove some of those toxins in your workplace by putting a diffuser in, getting rid of your plug-ins, getting rid of your air fresheners and some of those things. And on the plus side, you'll feel better because they're great mood stabilizers. They make you feel good as well. So if you have the opportunity to do that, do that. I totally would and do. Anyway, like I said, today's class pack has lots of great information in it, including the wellness in the workplace one and some of the other stuff, and last week's brain stuff. So I'll put all that information in the pack. I did have there we no, not that one. Oh, there was like a bookmark as well. There's a bookmark in there as well that just talks about the different blends. Okay, the class pack, roller bottle, and 1 to 2 mils of the essential oil blend of your choice. So it can be one of the 5 out of the wellness pack, or it can be any of the ones that are on the list. As long as I've got it in stock, you're welcome to try it, including like Citrus Bliss or Citrus Bloom. Citrus Twist and Citrus Bloom, which are limited edition ones. I've got some of those as well. So if you sort of wanted to try those ones, I'm happy to do that as well. Anyway, until next week, I'm not sure what the topic will be, but we'll get there, and I'll see you then. Any questions in the meantime, pop them in the comments or give us send me a message. See you later.